There we go.
Hello, everyone. I wasn't here last month, I don't think, and I missed August as well. I was here in September, and I'm very tired tonight because of all the open mics I've been doing in my second full year of learning and performing art in all of its respects. I just want to say a couple things apropos of what we've been doing here so far tonight, and as it relates to the song I want to sing for you. I am a 62-year-old senior citizen, white male, who was not only born in this country, but whose grandparents were born in this country. And not very long ago, I suffered the disgusting indignity in the town of Belmont, where I have lived for the past 11 years, of being attacked by a 20-year-old white male on the street at 10:30 at night when I was coming home from the train station from an open mic. The reason I was attacked, and this has been verified from two sources, is because he had seen me playing the guitar on the street in Cushing Square in Belmont and didn't like it. The person wasn't even from Belmont, they're from Medford. The person had brass knuckles on. They picked a fight with me. They wouldn't let me walk away. They hit me several times in the back until I finally turned around to restrain him. And while I was restraining him, he hit me over 30 times in the head with his brass knuckles. It wouldn't hurt me at all, I don't think, if it weren't for the fact that he was wearing a weapon. The Belmont police were on the scene in an instant, probably, we think, because he or his girlfriend called the police to tell him a story first. Police actually talked to me first, while they detained him, took photographs of the cuts all over my head, and I believe that they were going to arrest him. I found out 4 days later that they did not arrest him. I went to the police station in Belmont on Monday to pick up an incident report, as I had been invited to do by the Belmont police the night this incident occurred, and it was refused. The reason it was refused, I was told, is because I was to be named a defendant. They were trying to bring a summons against me in the court in Medford, the Cambridge District Court. The victim, was to be prosecuted. This is a fact. This actually happened. The police had photographs of injuries. There were no injuries on this individual other than the fact that I tore his shirt off his back while I was trying to protect myself. And the upshot of all this, the real point I want to make, is not the incident or the fact that this individual wasn't arrested, or even the fact that they tried to bring charges against me for offering minimum defense. I never even hit this individual a single time. The court held a show cause hearing. This individual was expected to show up and provide false evidence as a basis for a complaint to issue against me. The police claimed that they were going to bring complaints against both of us. But I found out what their real intentions were when my attacker didn't show up to lie as a basis for a complaint against me. The court dismissed the charges that the police tried to bring against me because they didn't have any evidence, even false evidence. And I left the room. I was invited to leave the room. And I found out several days later that the case was thrown in the wastepaper basket, even though the individual who had attacked me, on top of his attack and his offense, didn't show up for the show cause hearing, which in and of itself is a basis for issuing charges. And I found out from some attorneys recently that I can't do anything about this legally. And you know the reason why? Because the civil rights violation that all the lawyers I've talked to agree occurred was not one of the 7 protected classes of race, age, etc. that we have in this country In other words, I didn't fit into my problem, my role as a victim just plain didn't fit into the machinery of our culture and our society. The town that I live in, the official community, not only failed to protect me as a senior citizen, it sought to punish me for protecting myself. And I'm furious about it. I just can't forget about this, and I'm not going to forget about it. I'm going to keep pushing this issue until somebody hears me. Thank you for listening. I just wanted you all to understand that discrimination and being treated like a fifth-class citizen is not something that any particular class or group is vulnerable to. We're all vulnerable to it. And anytime any one of us suffers such disgusting indignity, we are all open to it, including the people who hold power. And I believe in speaking truth to power, and that's exactly what I've been doing since this incident occurred on July 31st, and I'm going to keep on doing it until it's heard. Thank you very much. This is the song I want to sing tonight.
Outside, and as the minutes tick away, I feel my anger rise, and lose the object of my rage. Who's not being fair? Is it you for your indifference? Me for just standing there? And in my mind the room beyond is bathed in golden light. I dream about you through the day, and I toss and turn all night. Sometimes it's hard to understand when they say that pride's a sin. Should I go or should I stay on the outside looking in? Well, I didn't make the grade today, and I'm not the only one. My heart won't stop hurting by feeling all alone. And maybe we'll trade places in some not so distant year. I hear you calling out my name, and I'll cover up my ears. And in my mind the room beyond is bathed in golden light. I dream about you through the day, and I toss and turn all night. Sometimes it's hard to understand when they say that pride's a sin. Should I go or should I stay on the outside looking in? Well, I could brag on the things I've done, or the places I have been, but I've never found a cure for the outside looking in. listen. Should I go or should I stay on the outside looking in? Should I go or should I stay on the outside looking in?
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for having me. Just a quick word. That is the only truly modern popular song in my repertoire. It is a 2010 song, Alison Krauss and Union Station. It's called On the Outside Looking In. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, Jim. I'm sorry to hear that happened to you. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
Now, I'll share a brief reflection on that as well. Now, Jim's story and you know, kind of the victimization that he was subject to reminded me of a video that my friend had recently sent me that deals with, you know, things like crime, like race, like discrimination, and things of this nature. And I'll share with you guys. Basically, it's just like a social experiment they conducted in a park. I'm not sure if you guys have seen this. And there's 3 different people stealing a bike. Who here has seen this? Oh, a bunch of people. Okay. Luda, you want to tell it?
Sorry, you got it.
Okay. Now, all right. So it's a white guy.